to Regal Cinemas. Refreshments are available in the lobby. And please, keep our theater clean by disposing of trash in specified containers. And remember, gift certificates are available for any special occasion. Enjoy the show.
The story that they were talking about is called Soldier Story. And it wasn't about killing cops at all. That's just what the media took, because you know they're going to take what they want. It was about somebody who was so scared of police brutality that he panicked when they pulled him over. They didn't talk about none of that. They just took what they wanted.
The media generally has portrayed Tupac in basically a negative light.
Your song, I Don't Give an F.
I start the song out sitting in a paddy wagon and the cops are bragging about beating up another brother.
What that shows is what the media on any day is able to show you about anyone's life. And in reality, people live their life on a day-to-day basis.
So I feel like my job is to tell a story, the whole story, and I can't censor it. Whatever you say, censor it or making it right, it's still censoring it. You know, we all got to have the knowledge of what's going on, and that's what I'm trying to do.
In the 90s, all the main hip-hop stars were rapping conscious. So there was the Brand Nubians, it was the Poor Righteous Teachers, it was Ice Cube, it was Arrested Development, it was X-Clan, it was Queen Latifah. Black was in. So whenever the enemy seen that, wait a minute, this is not just some mumbo jumbo over top of some stolen instrumentals from jazz beats. This hip-hop thing really has sway over people and can shape and mold public opinion. They can create a revolution with this rap.
Okay, so you don't advocate cop killing?
Not at all. I don't advocate violence in any way.
I'm just curious as to whether the song that he was listening to had anything to do with cop killing, or...
No, I just said I don't write songs about cop killing.
But it did have the lyrics in there.
Don't 6 of the songs on your album mention cop killing?
No.
Oh, that's not true.
No, all my songs talk about police brutality and self-defense. Now, that's something different.
If we're going to talk about police, this man over here is in a really rough area, and he puts his life on the line every day.
I got so much respect for him for that, but look, we have to live in the same neighborhoods without bulletproof vests, without backup, without walkie-talkies, without guns, without tear gas, without pepper spray, without batons. So now we have to fix the problem.
Pac knew that media is a machine that you either work with it or against it, so he worked with it.
These people don't see it every day.
No, but what I would like to see is for children in our country to have a better future than what you guys have. And that's not going to happen when he's repressing his generation and his people by saying they have no hope.
What do you know about my people?
I know a lot about your people.
What do you know about my Just because you do charity, give money, wipe the guilt away, does not mean you know about the young black man of today's society.
What would you say is the answer to that? Violence?
No, it's making music. It's what I'm doing now. It sparks dialogue, and that's how laws get made. That's how change gets made.
So they seen that as the dominant artists had an alliance with consciousness and the nation, they seen a transformation taking place among black people. Black people wasn't eating no pork. X caps everywhere, African medallions everywhere, brother and sister. Everybody was talking about struggle, freedom, independence, doing for self. And they knew that they couldn't allow that to remain in existence. So they hijacked conscious, inserted gangster. Now you got drill and selling dope, womanizing and abusing, and verbal pornography is the new style of music now. Why? Because they know music is the most effective teacher on the planet. Ain't nothing more effective of teaching than music. The minister said this, he said, one good rap song is worth more than 1,000 of my speeches.
Now, elected officials, education administrators, medical decision makers, business executives, any authority figures who are concerned with improving diversity, inclusivity, and equity in their respective fields must recognize these innovative hip-hop inspired convergences as viable methods that can address alleviate, and in some cases, eliminate social ills plaguing not only the communities that created this culture, but humanity as a whole. Similarly, fans and participants must stop forgetting that there's more to hip-hop than meets the ear. Concerns about the genre's content are important, but can no longer be where hip-hop conversations start and stop. So, as this half-century hip-hop milestone and this year comes to a close, let us turn from celebrating its musical past and endlessly criticizing the subjective quality of its musical present to finally, fully championing its unparalleled ability to improve our collective future.
Black American freedmen history we should all know. Now, Sugar Hill was a black upscale community and business district in Jacksonville, Florida. Its black hospital, hotels, mansions, and more now all sit under I-95. Here's the backstory. Now, Sugar Hill was the answer to the problems of the black Americans during Jim Crow Florida, and it was filled with black prosperity from the late 1800s to the 1960s. The area was largely a byproduct of a black-owned street line system connecting northwest Jacksonville with downtown, but from this spawned an amazing self-sufficient black community. Now, Sugar Hill streets were lined with mansions and elegant homes that showed the power of the black dollar, honey. Now, the upscale area was home to black families, doctors, lawyers, teachers, ministers, Pullman porters, and more. Many also had ownership or also owned hotels, restaurants, shoe stores, banks, and more. In addition, black men here pooled their resources and money and created the Afro-American Life Insurance Company, which provided life and burial insurance and mortgages to our own. This too would be a success as it created not only millionaires, but one of Florida's first black millionaires. The area also had Jacksonville's first black hospital, Brewster Hospital, and the School of Nurse Training. There was also Wilder Park, a 30-acre park that included a public library for us, track and baseball field, and a community center. This would all go down the drain during the 1950s and 60s when Sugar Hill was chosen for construction of I-95, the expansion of a hospital, and the end of segregation. Sugar Hill, everyone.
This is why you can't trust anything you see from conservatives. The End Wokeness Twitter account claimed that this graph shows that everything that the media has been telling you about interracial crime is a lie, showing that black-on-white crime is the highest. Turns out, using that exact same source, that just isn't true. In fact, white-on-white violence is the highest. And if you look at the End Wokeness graph, conveniently none of these bars are white-on-white crime. I wonder why that is. They do it because they want to make it seem like there's some kind of epidemic of black people killing white people. And for those who say, well, this one is per capita, and this one isn't, well, I did the math for you. Not only does white-on-white crime eclipse black-on-white crime, white-on-white crime dwarfs black-on-white crime. And if we look at the same data that End Wokeness graph uses, we can see that the offenders on white-on-white crime are 62% of the time white, and only 15% of the time black. That's why you always need to check when someone presents data, especially with conservatives, because they're just trying to push their own agenda.
Black people who pretended to be close to me started running from me. Ice Cube started melting on me. These Negroes who play hard pretend they're gangsters. But when the real gangster, the cracker, comes on the scene, they punk out. Scared of what the white folks gonna say, what the Jews gonna say. You say something about put my gat in your mouth or my gun in your mouth and make you vomit. I'm down with Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Muhammad. Down with Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Do we got him? But when it's time to be down with Khalid Muhammad, shot in both legs, assassination attempt against his life, ain't no goddamn Ice Cube nowhere to be found. He's melting somewhere on the sideline. Punk.
This big buck cracker is very healthy, very strong. From Western Europe, I would like to start my bidding at $1,000.
I'll give you $1,500 for him.
Mr. Jackson, you can't keep coming up here trying to buy my product before everybody else.
Really?
Yes.
Well, let me ask him.
Very well.
Now, am I being unfair to y'all?
Nah, we ain't say nothing like that. We ain't say nothing like that at all.
Wrap him up.
Not so fast. I'll give you $1,600 for him.
Oh, well. Seems we have ourselves an auction here.
$1,700.
$1,800.
$1,850.
$1,900.
$3,000.
Ooh-wee. My cracker worth $3,000? $3,000 going once? Mr. Wayne? Going once? $3,000 going twice? This cracker's sold to the Jackson plantation.
Wrap him up. That's my cracker.
Well, cracker, you're not my problem anymore. I just made $3,000 off your cracker ass. Chattel up.
I done had a conversation with a motherfucker about immigrants. Motherfucker, they just come over here and they take our job. Check y'all jobs. What motherfucking job? The job that nobody don't want. The job that everybody think they too motherfucking good for anyway. The motherfucking people walk 17 motherfucking days. Sleep in motherfucking aluminum foil for 8-9 motherfucking months in the rain, sun, every motherfucking thing. Swim across the motherfucking Atlantic Ocean just to motherfucking come over here to provide a motherfucking service. And y'all don't want a motherfucking over here? You're supposed to be greeting the motherfuckers at the border with motherfucking old moms if you ask me. Need to be throwing them a motherfucking immigrant day. Y'all gave motherfucking Christopher Columbus a motherfucking day. And he the biggest motherfucking thug in American motherfucking history. And you want me to motherfucking believe that they coming over here taking your motherfucking job. The reason y'all scared of the motherfuckers coming over here is the fact that they gonna come over here and show people what hard work really motherfucking is. That's what y'all privileged motherfuckers scared of. I ain't never heard no motherfucking in the hood talking about no motherfucking immigrant took their motherfucking job. I ain't heard that motherfucking scribble. I ain't never heard a motherfucker say, I went to King of Diamonds and then they give me the job, they gave me the Isabel. I ain't motherfucking heard that. Not motherfucking me. But y'all want a motherfucker to believe every time a motherfucking election come around, oh, y'all motherfucking scared of the immigrants, the motherfucking boogeyman. But the whole motherfucking time they cut your motherfucking grass and cleaning your motherfucking house, you ain't asking them people that ain't got no motherfucking green card or pink card or none of that shit. But y'all wanna act like they taking something from motherfucking you. We're supposed to be at the motherfucking border with motherfucking old moms, you ask me, by some motherfucking immigrants. I wish I motherfucking see them. I buy you many motherfucking Coronas. I buy you motherfucking many Coronas that you motherfucking want. I see them in the convenience store, all the corner store. I buy it up, man. Motherfucking go. Y'all the motherfucking deserve this shit. Y'all the motherfucking one working hard. Talking about y'all scared of some motherfucking immigrants. I don't want to hear that shit.
My great-granddaddy was a bootlegger. He built this church. This is a story.
Bardstown, Kentucky, in the middle of the 20s, somewhere between heaven and hell. Great-granddaddy was a deacon, but he struggled breaking even till he started running bottles up the Bible Belt. Some called him a sinner, all they knew him for his sins. Some called him a saint because they knew where that cash went. They say you can't buy salvation, that ain't how it works. But if you ask that congregation Sunday morning in that brand new church, they say bless the man with the still in the holler, turning corn into shine, shine into dollars and holy water, flow like milk and honey. Build that Lord's house with the devil's money.
Well, you see, when they stole the coal jobs from us, we just kind of got left behind. We got no value anymore. They give us food stamps and disability. But besides that, we just have no purpose. Well, if I had to guess, I'd say 85 to 90% of people in this here county use pills. They are on pills. There's a girl here down the road, lost all 3 of her babies to drugs, and not one of them made it to 25. It ain't no jobs. People just become stuck here. They don't have the transportation to even get to a job. And now, when I was a kid, all the men, they worked in the mines, and everybody was doing okay for themselves. The closest Walmart 40, 50 miles from here, there ain't nowhere for no one to work. There ain't nothing to wake up to. There's nothing for these kids to do. And the only ones making money is the ones who sell pills. There's just so much that we wish was available to us. We want to be better, we want to do better, but unfortunately everything it takes to become better costs money that we just ain't got.
Fruit and carrots don't have too much sugar. Dairy is not inflammatory. Colostrum is a weird wellness trend and you do not have to partake. It's better to get your nutrition through food than from greens powders or 30 different supplements. You're probably not bloated because you have leaky gut. You might just not be eating enough food. It's okay to drink beverages that have calories. You don't have to save pizza and bagels and chips for the weekend. You can have them any day of the week. Cheat days are essentially planned binges. You don't have to only shop on the perimeter of the grocery store. Foods that come in boxes or cans or packages also provide nutrition to the body. White rice is not all that different from brown rice, so eat whatever rice you enjoy. Genetics account for up to 70% of your weight. You're allowed to eat past 8 o'clock at night. The body's digestive system doesn't just shut down. You're not a bad person for eating fast food or takeout. BMI is a silly way to measure health and self-worth. You shouldn't be getting your nutrition advice from men running around a grocery store barefoot. It's really not important to know what your weight is unless you're going under anesthesia or your doctor needs to dose a medication appropriately. Stick around for more friendly reminders from a registered dietitian who cares about your relationship with food.
I came down here to Kentucky in 1998 to practice medicine, not really knowing what it was I was signing up for, I guess you could say. This was probably on the very front end of what would ultimately be dubbed as the opioid epidemic in Appalachia. It's almost become, I suppose, a point of pride to present yourself as the perfect portrait of poor white trash, and there's just very little desire to improve their own conditions. I mean, look, it's bad. Even to this day, it's bad. I have treated patients as young as 13 or 14 years old who are fully involved in their own addiction. I think the biggest disconnect is that many of the residents of Eastern Kentucky don't really do much to try to stop the cycle of drug abuse and poverty, almost as if they're content with the condition of their lifestyle and apparently desensitized to the tragedy involved in avoidable deaths. They're just used to being unemployed. They're used to untimely drug-related deaths. They're used to living with a tarp on their roof. I mean, they're even used to teenage pregnancy. And honestly, there's just very little community-driven concern for crisis professionals to build off of. Again, the wildly obscene opioid and meth abuse has just become a part of their culture and a part of their own version of society, which puts the local recovery industry in a very challenging spot. It's very difficult to help people who clearly don't see much of a problem, and it would occur to any professional that these folks have conditioned themselves for such a life from within their communities, And even when an opportunity for change or repair is presented, more often than not, it's entirely rejected.
Brother is so sweet, supernatural, incredible, freestyle, unique. Hey, tell you what, yo, brother, we can start to slam, catch my better side and go post that on Instagram. Tell him right now, I am the man. Do things off the top, they can't understand. Hey, I tell you, yo, I catch Recky with the Knicks hat, holding up the Dos Equis. Hey, that's right, black gets on time. Incredible, super nice with my lines. My mind is, yo, from a different place. Connect right now, flip it with the interface. Hey, that's right, do you like the food taste? But then before you eat it, did you say your grace? Thanks for every plate that you eat so sweet. This is the way that a hip-hop cat kills the beats. Now Swift, he got up on the phone. He said supernatural right now on your home. I said that I'm here, I come to do my thing. I went to the airport and I jumped on the plane. And then I flew over, yeah, for the power. On the plane, yo, just about 4 hours. And once I got there, yo, I threw in the clip. And then on that Sunday, yo, I started to spit. And look at that lady, yo, her head's now bouncing crazy. Right now, her hands on the stomach, the hip-hop baby. Hey, that's right, it's factual. When the baby's birth, you can say that you've seen supernatural. Yo, at the place, yeah, the way we rock it. This the way we spit it when we rock it in the pocket. To run a relay, yo, no hearsay shade. What would be an MC if he didn't have a DJ? This man's hands, yo, to keep us calm. Told you what, yo, my brother is the bomb. Yo, put it over here, brother, cool and calm. What you call him on the mic? That's DJ Polygon. Yeah, every time that we bust, and went up on the beat, catch an adrenaline rush. Make it sweet, all complete, so unique. Stop that track, Rob, and give me the next beat.
Check me. Still rocking the docks, tall socks and Crocs. Got some gray in the go, call me Silver Fox. Got that ornamental turtle, stakes on the Weber. 10 years later, looking better than ever.
I'm a middle-class hustler. When it comes to saving money, I'm a buster. Keep an iron grip on that thermostat. AC. When we leave the house, I'ma crank it up to 80.
I don't spend a dime on those name brands. Spent the last 10 years in the same pants. Got that meal plan, you know I'm saving the bunch. Brown bagging for the fam every day for lunch. Eat up. I turn a honey-do list into honey done. I can flip a half bath in a half day, son. I'm in the zone, I'm on my grind, and I only had to use YouTube 4 times.
Dad life, button down plaid life. What you know about that burger flipping dad life? Telling jokes, Diet Cokes. It ain't a bad life, it's a dad life. Introducing Young Daddy.
I may be new to the game, but I'm rolling in smooth. Anything is possible. New dad attitude. Crib locked down like it's Fort Knox, baby proof. And you know that food non-GMO. That's the truth. Pass on the Mickey D. Nope. Not gonna give him the mac and cheese. Not gonna give him a sugar drink. I only give him that gluten free. Yes indeed. Bye baby gift card. Yeah, I'm swiping that. Stinky baby booty, no sweat. Yeah, I'm wiping that.
Got a smartphone, but I don't know how to use it. Text message font size bigger than a Buick. Saw a funny video, I wanna send it to you, but I can't figure out how to get it off the YouTube.
Roll up to the pool, turning heads. I don't even care if I embarrass my kids. Sunbathing, I'm a feast for the senses. Got my glasses on, transitional lenses.
Dad life, no you can't be Chad life. What you know about that burger flipping dad life? Raising teens, birds and bees. It ain't a bad life, it's a dad life. Hot rods, hot dogs, working on my dad bod. Flexing on the beat in my burger flipping big dogs. Taking naps, CPAPs. It ain't a bad life, it's a dad life.
Hey, look who's skating. It's Ronald McDonald, the hamburger happy clown. Here he comes. And there he goes. Why? Isn't that McDonald's hamburger delicious?
Mom told me never to talk to strangers.
Well, your mother's right as always, but I'm Ronald McDonald. Give me a McDonald's shake.
Well, you sound like Ronald.
Here, I'll prove it. I'll give you 3 more hamburgers. I know, you're not supposed to accept gifts from strangers either.
But you're no stranger. You really are Ronald McDonald.
He's Ronald McDonald, the hamburger happy clown. A McDonald's drive-in restaurant is his favorite place in town.
Hello, welcome to Pickle. What can I get for you?
Original cheeseburger, please.
1 original cheeseburger with fries?
No fries.
And for you, sir? I'll have the original cheeseburger, please. And 2 orders of fries, right?
Excuse me? Why did you give him 2 orders of fries?
Just to be safe, ma'am.
Safe from what?
Safe from you taking my fries?
But I don't take your fries.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Listen, I don't want fries, okay?
Okay, I will bring the food right to your table. Thank you. And here is your food. Thank you.
Can I have a fry?
I knew it. Sure.
Hold on real quick. I need you to read this for me. My Coo Cheese Harry Alpha Kenny Body. What? My Coo Cheese Harry Alpha Kenny Body. What are you recording it for?
Atlanta is doing prejudice a little different. There's a high density population of black folks in Atlanta that are very wealthy. I went to eat at a steakhouse near my hotel before my show, and when I say steakhouse, I mean bougie. I'm talking $180, $200 a plate. I don't typically do that, but I was like, I'm gonna treat myself. So I walk around, I find this steakhouse. I open the door and it is beautiful inside. I mean, very elegant, very nice, quiet. And then I notice that I'm the only white person in there. It is full, staff and patrons, all black folks. Now, the other podcast that I do that you probably don't know about is more serious stuff. It's called Dogma Debate. I talk about oppression of people. I talk about race. I talk about religion and politics. All the stuff you're not supposed to talk about at work. And so I've spent the years, understanding the Tulsa riots and redlining and things that the black community has been through. So I'm just kind of looking around at this restaurant filled with black folks, and I felt a warmth in my heart. I was like, this is really cool. I'm just wanting to bring every racist to this place and go, they can prosper just like we can prosper. And as I'm just kind of taking it in and being happy and excited for the prospering of an oppressed group of people, the hostess walks up to me and goes, DoorDash? What? I didn't, no, I didn't, am I DoorDashing? I didn't mean to, no, I would like to eat here. If my kind is allowed. And then she's like, oh yeah, of course, right this way. Is that what it's like? There's only been a couple of times something like that's happened to me in life, but this was like, not that there's anything wrong with DoorDash, but I came in there for my $200 steak. You just assume I'm at work when you see me, and I don't know. Didn't feel good. So congratulations, Atlanta. You made me feel it. I get it. I see you. I still appreciate you. And by the way, that steak was amazing. We laughed about it later. I told her the story, told her I was a comedian. The waiters laughed about it, the host laughed about it, and I told the story that night in Atlanta on stage. We had a blast with it. So, consider it. Also, tip your DoorDashers. They need it.
This guy sounds stupid.
Read it again.
What? It don't make sense. Mike, who cheese? Harry, Alpha, Kenny body. What does that mean? What does it mean?
Read it fast again.
Mike, who cheese? Harry, Alpha, Kenny body.
You don't get it?
No. Say what it means.
Mike, who cheese, Harry.
Mike, who cheese, Harry. What? My Gucci's Harry. What does Alpha Kenny body mean? What? What does it mean? Alpha Kenny body. My Gucci's Harry. That's ugly.
No lost motion, no awkwardness. From all appearances, you'd think she'd spent her life undressing. That, truly, is artistry. Oh, now, Trixie, please, don't forget your bedroom manners. For Miss Barry has excellent bedroom habits. Ah, now we're getting right down to business. Wasn't that executed beautifully? Doesn't that prove beyond all doubt that it isn't what you obviously reveal, but what you artfully conceal? Isn't that awful? You see, ladies, Miss Barry always rolls her stockings down from the top, never from the bottom up. Oh, look at that. Is that grace or disgrace? You're just wasting your time, Trixie.
Oh, shoot.
It'll take a broad axe to whittle that down.
Hey, you're drinking Dr. Pepper right now.
That's exactly right. That stuff is good. It's got sugar in it, and two doctors have told me that if I drink it, I will die, but they died first.